We do not know what are in these glasses, but we are taking a trip to the dark side of the whiskey spectrum because these pours got some deep and rich color on them. Hopefully they got some flavor to match. Let's get into this blind head-to-head and see what we're working with.
Welcome to Stuff and Whiskey. I'm Erin.
I'm Josh. Thank you for joining us today. We're happy to have you here. If you're new, Erin's a social sipper.
Yep.
And I say that, and somebody's like, Erin is the most experienced social sipper that there ever was. Because of all the whiskey that we've drank doing this channel for 3.5 years.
But I literally don't drink whiskey unless we're doing videos or people are over.
Yeah, literally the
I don't.
very definition of a social sipper.
Yeah.
She likes balanced pours and kind of good balanced flavors, but she likes some rich flavors as well. I like a little bit more personality in my pours because I'm a whiskey nerd, whiskey enthusiast, and I get nerdy about this stuff. So we're going to get into this matchup and see how these pours stack up against each other. They've been drawn at random from our sample pool, full of a bunch of different head-to-head matchups that have been paired together for one reason or another. Oftentimes it's available versus allocated to see if the allocated products or the expensive products actually live up to the hype. And we taste blind to cut out all the hype and bias so you get the most honest opinion as possible. So if you like that sort of thing, like the video, subscribe to the channel. This could be a curveball matchup of heavy hitting pours.
Who knows?
Or who knows what we're walking into.
Look at me swirling.
Look at this. These super swirlable glasses are available at stuffandwhiskey.com, as well as cozy corner stuff, shirts like this, hoodies like that. And Erin's got some writing up there now.
A little bit, not much.
Erin's a writer, so down in the video description, you can find a link to stuffandwhiskey.com and see some of the articles she's written.
Before we go, here's what I've learned though. You swirl like this.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
A good base swirl.
But like if I grab around the bulbous part, I can swirl like that. Okay, sorry. Okay. Smell.
This is incredibly alcoholic.
Yeah.
This is
stings the nostrils a bit.
This is if you're in a public space and you walk by somebody that like a legitimate alcoholic and you're like, wow. Sir, this is 10 a.m. on a Tuesday.
This is like somebody watching a video on their iPhone without AirPods in.
Just blast in a public space.
In a public space.
Blast in volume.
This is rude. This pour is rude. It assaulted my nose.
It is kind of a rude nose.
It smells good though, but it's rude.
Yeah. It's like somebody playing a video or a song through their phone speaker in a public place. But you like the song, and you're like, that's really not cool. But also,
I kind of can dig it.
I can dig it. Like, point the speaker.
If anyone plays any Fall Out Boy in a public place, I'm jamming. I think Fall Out Boy is my new favorite band, even though I've known about them since I was in my teenage years. But I've just recently rediscovered them, and I've really enjoyed listening to their back catalog.
We took the 12-year-old to a Fall Out Boy concert earlier this year, and Erin's been on the wave
I've been obsessed ever since.
I think she enjoyed it more than Avery did.
It's been my favorite concert. No, my second favorite concert all year.
All year?
Mm-hmm. Mark Broussard was my first.
All right. This smells to me like classic Kentucky bourbon.
Yep.
It's got fruity elements. It's got the caramel toffee type of thing going on in there as well.
And it smells like alcohol.
Sweet oak, tons of proof is coming off the nose here, so we do need to proceed with caution.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I think this literally smells like if you just got an ice cream, like a triple scoop ice cream thing.
Okay.
Like you got some vanilla ice cream, you got some chocolate ice cream, you got some kind of like, the chocolates is like the Rocky Road.
Yeah, I'm not getting strawberry ice cream.
No.
Normally it's chocolate, vanilla, strawberry.
I didn't say Neapolitan. I said like, okay, let me rephrase. 2 scoops.
Okay.
The chocolate is like Rocky Road. Okay. The vanilla is like a vanilla bean with like a caramel swirl in it.
Okay. I can get on board with that.
Yeah. And even a little waffle cone too. Cheers.
This tastes a little earthier on the palate than I thought.
Yeah. It definitely has an earthy undertone to it.
It's dark. And there is like an underlying dark caramel. Like, if you could take caramel and make it darker, that's what I'm getting.
This to me is, talking about the ice cream analogy, this is like chocolate ice cream with a little cherry syrup in there.
Okay.
And that's it. It's like so much chocolate, cherry, cordial type of vibe to it. And it's got even like a little bit of like a musty, crafty, grainy type of thing going on in it.
Ever so slightly.
Yeah, very slight. It kind of lingers after the finish.
But I am getting that. Yeah. The aftertaste is like the aftertaste I get after I finish some chocolate ice cream. I get that for sure. I'm not necessarily getting the cherry that you are, but I'm getting kind of on the finish like a chocolatey, creamy finish.
Yeah.
But there's some spice there.
Yes.
And it's mid-palate spice.
Yeah, there's spice throughout, but to me it's balanced with the big flavors.
Yeah.
And there's like this also a big woody element to this. Like if you had a cousin that was named Woodrow and all your family called him Big Woody, that's what that pour is.
Okay. All right, Josh. Wow, the finish.
Sorry.
Let's just talk about the finish, shall we?
Look, sometimes you start going down a road and then you realize you don't need to be on that road. And you're like, I should probably turn back.
It's like Michael Scott. He's like, sometimes I just start a sentence and I don't know where it's going or what is it? Oh,
that's what happened.
I messed that up. You just find it along the way.
Well, that's what
you guys
happened.
know the Michael Scott quote if you're an Office fan.
I found Big Woody and...
All right, we got to keep this.
Let's get into
Keep
glass
this on
two.
the level, bro.
All right.
Well, okay, this smells more caramel waffle cone. If this is the chocolate ice cream, this is a caramel coated waffle cone that you put it in.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty accurate. This is almost like a salted caramel and a waffle cone. Yeah.
Oh man.
A little lighter.
I really want ice cream now.
This almost has like a coffee ice cream vibe to it. Why am I'm feeling some ice cream.
We need to go get some ice cream.
I can't get past that like coffee ice cream, caramel drizzle, waffle cone.
I can see that.
Cheers.
Okay. So this is less flavorful on the palate.
Not as much impact.
Yeah.
But it might be better crafted. It's a little bit more
debatable. Balanced
across the board. It's not quite as punchy.
I kind of liked that punch. Sometimes you kind of like a soft punch.
Here, we're off the rails. Okay, this to me, the wild thing is, I was talking about coffee ice cream. This 100% tastes like coffee ice cream on the palate.
Really?
Yes, and I know that because I had coffee ice cream fairly recently, like within the last couple months.
Not with me. When was this?
You know what? Sometimes me and Avery we get some ice cream.
Will you get ice cream without me?
This is back when I was doing the grocery shopping.
You sneaky. You know what? I'm going to go. Now that I'm doing the grocery shopping, I'm going to buy myself some ice cream.
Will you get me some coffee ice cream, please?
No, I'll get it just for me. And then I won't tell you about it until months later.
You were doing something. You were busy. You were out of the house that night, and we got little ice cream containers for ourselves. We had a little daddy-daughter. It was a daddy-daughter thing. You can't be mad at daddy-daughter things.
I'm not mad at daddy-daughter things, but you should have just gotten a little container for something for Aaron as well.
You know what? It's like you and ice cream are a real problem, as me and ice cream are a real problem. And I was just trying to help you out.
Me and tortilla chips are a problem.
I was weak, but I didn't want to be a temptation to you.
Here's the story, Morning Glory. I am way better at not overeating on ice cream than you are, but I'm way worse at not overeating on tortilla chips. So for me, tortilla chips are my kryptonite. If you have a bag of tortilla chips in this house, I will eat them. If there's ice cream in the house, I will make it last.
Here's the thing. You don't get full on tortilla chips. The tortilla chips just run out. That's it.
I will eat a half a bag of tortilla chips in one sitting.
All right. We're completely off the rails. We are literally dealing with like chocolate ice cream with cherry drizzle in it versus coffee ice cream with a caramel drizzle in it. And they're both in waffle cones. This is going to be very interesting to spend some time.
I already have my pick.
I do think on first blush, glass one has more impact. And I think that's where Aaron's leaning. I really like glass one, but I think glass two is bringing a lot to the table as well.
Okay.
We're going to take some time. We're going to probably talk about ice cream for 15 minutes while we figure this out.
Off camera, so you don't have to listen to it.
And then we'll be back with our full ratings, our results, find out the price, see if that changes how we feel before we find out what we're drinking. See you in a second. That didn't take long.
Nope.
We're back.
We're back.
Very quickly.
Yes.
We probably could have just done that without cutting. Starting with glass two, going back to glass one, everything became real clear for me.
Yeah.
Where are you at?
Same, whereas I was before. Glass one is amazing. It has a concentration of flavor. In comparison to glass one, glass two tastes weak. I do feel like glass two probably didn't get a fair shake
In this head-to-head? Just because one's a monster?
In this head-to-head, because one is just so powerful and so in my flavor wheelhouse, and probably yours as well. Like, it's a dark, rich, like, we both love dark, rich flavors. Glass one provides that. I'm 2 thumbs up on glass one.
Wow.
And I'm thumbs up on glass two. It is good, and I do feel kind of bad for it because I do feel like I got a bad shake, but it's not as good, so.
All right. Well, to me, starting with the second glass, awesome. Really liked it a lot. Went to glass one, and I was like, wow. The flavor saturation. Yeah. Now, here's the thing. If you like a more subtle or elegant or balanced sip, I think glass two is the better of those two for that type of preference.
Okay, yeah.
We like a really good, flavorful, saturated, concentrated profile, and glass one does that better. And quite frankly, it's not close in regards to just that, the mollywop of flavor that glass one brings to the equation.
Mollywop, we should bring that word back.
I do from time to time.
I like that.
But glass one is a literal, like, it's a mollywop of flavor. Like, it slaps you straight in the tongue and the mouth.
But in, like, the best possible way, and you're not mad about it.
Right. But I could see it being offensive to some people. It's a lot. It's a lot to deal with.
It is.
It's like your loud cousin during the holidays, and maybe you love that, maybe you don't. But we love that. This right here. We love this glass right here. So glass two, though, has a lot of redeeming qualities in it, and I really like it as well. You're 2 thumbs up on glass one.
And thumbs up on glass two.
And thumbs up on glass two. I'll go the same rating.
You don't have to copy me.
I will go the same rating because I think
Mom, he's copying me.
Okay, if I'm going to be honest.
Be honest.
What I want to do is go a strong thumbs up on glass one and a soft thumbs up on glass two.
That's
I
fine.
really like both of them. And the way I look at it is thumbs down is like if I was over at someone's house, I don't even want to finish the glass. Okay. Just okay is like, I'll finish the glass and appreciate it for what it is, but not really enjoying it. Thumbs up is I really like this and I'd finish the glass and then like, let's see what else we got. 2 thumbs up is like, I'm enjoying this glass so much, I want to take the bottle home with me. And you know what? Go 2 thumbs up on glass one. I'm with you. I just talked myself into that. Like, I would like to have a bottle of it.
Boo.
Here's the thing. It's not the thing I'm going to reach for all the time. It's kind of unique. It's got that crafty kind of woodiness to it, the way the wood comes through.
It feels like it's out of my price point range, but...
Well, I'll be honest with you guys. I think I know what this matchup is because the flavor profiles are pretty unique.
Okay.
And that's not often that happens. If this is what I think it is, if it's the Detlings, I forgot this matchup was in there, but as soon as I tasted glass one, I was like, that tastes like Detling. So we're going to find out if I'm wrong or right.
If it is, who makes Detling?
Detling. It's Alabama whiskey.
Okay. Okay, I didn't know.
But
it's craft.
If that's the case, they're both Detling, and I prefer glass one. So this will be very interesting to see the range of profiles.
It'll be interesting to see if you're wrong.
Watch me be wrong. So glass number one is number 53 in our pool. Price?
$80.
Okay. 2 thumbs up.
I'm staying 2 thumbs up at $80. If you can provide this amount of concentrated flavors for under $100, I'm in.
It's kind of got such an extreme woody alcoholness to it that it's reminiscent of Texas whiskey, but it doesn't taste Texas. So, and that could be off-putting for people, I think.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna say,
and this is not for everyone.
Yeah.
It's not for everyone.
It's a wooden roller coaster that's going to rattle your teeth a little bit, and I like that. Sometimes I want my teeth rattled, so that's going to stay 2 thumbs up for me. Glass number 2, number 54.
$80. Are you right for once?
I'm going to stay thumbs up on glass 2.
I hope you are, just because I want you to be right.
I'm going to stay thumbs up on glass 2.
I'm going to stay thumbs up on glass 2. For $80, what you get, I think it's worth it. For me, again, what I said before, I don't think it got a fair shot because it was up against glass 1.
Yeah.
I think glass 1 is such a powerhouse, and it just hit me right that glass 2 kind of got, like, what's it called? Like a demerit against it.
If I know anything about whiskey and people's preferences, is we could let you taste this, and half of you would prefer glass 2 over glass 1.
Yeah.
That's just the way it goes.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
What are we drinking?
Josh was right, you guys. We're drinking... Oh, wait.
Detling Alabama Bourbon.
Oh, my gosh. Okay. Detling, glass... Which
one
one was 1?
53.
53.
We're in order.
Okay. 48-month single barrel bourbon.
Okay.
And it's 115 proof.
Okay. Wow. It drinks like 125.
Yeah. It drinks warm. And then glass 2 was Detling 58 month, single barrel, 108 proof.
Seems lower proof, and the extra age mellowed it out.
Yeah.
But the impact of flavor on the palate.
And Zach Anderson gave us both of these samples.
Yep.
So thank you, Zach, for these samples, because that was amazing. These were delicious. Excuse me.
Zach's from Alabama. Roll Tide.
Oh my gosh.
Got to do it.
OH.
NO.
IO. Please, if you're Ohio State, say IO.
Comment down below IO or
IO.
Roll Tide.
No, IO. OH.
All right. Detling, Alabama Bourbon. This is interesting. This is kind of a curveball matchup because it is showcasing Detling Bourbon and the range it can offer.
Yeah.
We've only ever tasted Detling one other time, which was on a Monday video, a Pours Unknown, where we tasted it, and I don't think we liked that bottle or whatever barrel that was, which was also from Zach, anywhere near as much as we liked these two.
Do you remember how old it was, like what the stats were?
No, it was in the, I remember making a joke about how they rank things in months or they rate things in months.
Like
and
babies?
I'm like, it's not a baby. Just say it's 4 years or 5 years or whatever.
Instead
Come on.
of like 18 months or 24 months.
These are 4 to 5 year old whiskeys.
Yeah.
Alabama Bourbon, they're good. Detling makes good stuff. The range of profiles, like it's craft whiskey, but it's craft whiskey done really well. But they are very single barrel dependent.
And I do want to point out the fact that just because something is older doesn't always necessarily mean you're going to like it more.
Exactly.
Because the older whiskey was the one we liked less than the younger whiskey.
Oftentimes you like younger whiskey, younger men.
I do.
It's just your way.
I do.
It's just your way. So.
Although I have liked older men before too.
Well, that's right.
So I'm an equal opportunity liker.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, whiskey's that way as well. Like, don't hinge it on a specific age or month or number or whatever.
On paper, you would think glass 2 would win because it's older. Yeah. On paper.
Okay, having now tasted this, here's what I'm going to say. Bruzel, biggest whiskey tube channel out there, I believe, has touted Detling quite a lot. Mm-hmm. I know barrel picks for Detling are booked out to like the end of 2025. Maybe we got to get on a barrel pick at Detling.
Maybe
a year from now. If you want to get in our barrel picks, you can get that on our Patreon. The link is in the video description below. Tons of stuff going down over there. We got our Discord, which you can get plugged into for as little as $3 a month. Mm-hmm. People are hanging out, sharing samples, helping people find stuff. Bonus content, barrel pick releases. Now we got to look at a Detling because we love these. But yeah, all that stuff's down there in the video description below. I mentioned that because the range of barrels, like we've now tasted 3 different Detling barrels, and we've gone from anywhere from just okay to 2 thumbs up.
Yeah.
But they've all came across as good. Mm-hmm. But it's just like what level of good. So can we just recommend? Wow,
well, you got really southern.
I got real southern. I mean, I'm drinking Alabama whiskey, and it just brings it out in you. It just brings out that, drinking whiskey down in the holler just brings it out.
Oh my gosh.
But
oh my gosh. We gotta wrap this up. He's getting too southern on me.
But what I'm saying is the range that you can get in the whiskey, I cannot carte blanche say go out and buy Detling whiskey. You may or may not like it.
You need to try it before you commit. Yeah,
so I would say even at 2 thumbs up, it is a try before you buy. Or if you are going to buy it, know that you're supporting a small craft distillery that's working their tail off to get you good whiskey. And if you want to pay $80 for that and you're okay knowing that the barrel may not be quite to your liking, at the end of the day, you can go to sleep at night knowing that you help support a small business. Yeah. And I think there's some merit in that for sure.
Yeah.
So
and you know what? You may find something that's a gem, like glass 1.
Yeah.
So it's a gamble, and if you're okay with gambling $80, $100, then do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have to gamble to go over to stuffandwhiskey.com and buy shirts like this, hoodies like that, glassware like this. We already talked about it earlier, but don't forget about that. Check out stuffandwhiskey.com as well for some of Erin's articles that she's writing, some beginner-friendly content, some very interesting stuff. Yeah. Is the Mountain Dew post up yet?
No.
Will it be by the time this comes out?
I have no idea.
Keep an eye out for the Mountain Dew post. It was very cool. Erin found some fun stuff about Mountain Dew.
I found out something pretty cool about Mountain Dew.
And whiskey. So
I'll write about it.
All that's down there. And I think that's it.
Okay.
Thanks for being here.
Yeah. Thank you for watching. We really appreciate you guys. And be good to each other. And until next time, cheers.
Roll Tide.
OH.
You just can't let me.
I cannot. I literally
Does it make you feel?
cannot.
Does it make you feel better that Ohio State right now is ranked above Alabama?
It makes me feel better that Ohio State is better than Alabama. All the time. Anytime.
That's not a true statement.
In my mind, it is. That's all that matters.
Okay.